What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today I'll be taking a closer look at the DreamCloud Classic Hybrid mattress, which has been getting a lot of attention lately for offering that upscale hotel style sleep without the luxury price tag. So if you have been searching for a mattress that's soft on top, supportive underneath, and doesn't cost over $2,000, this one is definitely worth a closer look. So in this review, I'll walk you through how it's built, how it actually feels to sleep on, and just a few key things to keep in mind before you decide if it's the right fit for you. Let's jump in. So DreamCloud, it's owned by a company called Resident, and while they've got a few different sleep brands under their umbrella, this one really stands out for how it approaches the idea of comfort. So instead of chasing the lowest price or loading up on gimmicks, DreamCloud focuses on something a lot of people actually want: a mattress that feels like it came straight out of a luxury hotel suite. But what makes the brand even more appealing is how seriously they take the buying experience. Shopping for a mattress online, it can feel like a gamble, so DreamCloud does a few things to take the pressure off. They give you a full year, 365 nights to try it out at your home, and if you're not sleeping better by the end of it, you can send it back for a full refund. And on top of that, the mattress is covered by a lifetime warranty, which is rare in this price range. So the whole experience is designed to feel low risk and low stress, which makes it a really solid option for anyone who's new to buying a mattress online. All right, so let's take a closer look at what you're actually sleeping on in the DreamCloud Classic Hybrid. So this is a 12-inch mattress made up of 6 layers, and while that might sound a bit technical, each one plays a clear role in how the bed performs. Right on top, there's the signature CloudQuilt cover. It's not just for looks. This cover is woven with cooling fiber technology specifically designed to regulate temperature and enhance breathability. It does feature a soft, kind of high-loft feel that gives you a plush landing as soon as you lie down, making that first impression, it does feel premium while keeping you cool throughout the night. Underneath that is a layer of therapeutic contouring memory foam, and this cushions your pressure points like the hips and the shoulders to reduce stress on high-tension areas. Next is the adaptive support layer, and this is a very responsive foam that acts as a buffer, ensuring you don't sink in too far while promoting proper spinal alignment. Then you do have an 8-inch individually wrapped coil system, which gives you that bounce and the structure. Because each coil moves independently, motion stays isolated, which is a big deal if your partner tosses and turns. Plus, the space between the coils allows for much better airflow than an all-foam bed, helping you stay cool. And everything is supported by the layer stabilization system. It's a dense foam base that keeps the mattress steady. And finally, it's all wrapped in a protective bottom cover that prevents the mattress from shifting on your bed frame and adds an extra layer of durability. So overall, you're getting a mattress that balances comfort, support, and breathability in a way that feels much more premium than its price would suggest. Now, when it comes to everyday performance, the DreamCloud Classic handles just a few key things really well, and starting with motion isolation. So if you're sharing the bed, this is a big deal. The memory foam up top helps absorb movement, and since the coils are individually wrapped, they don't ripple across the mattress. So if one person gets up or moves around, the other person isn't likely to feel much of anything. Temperature control is another strong point, so instead of relying on just one material, the whole mattress is designed for breathability. And it starts with the CloudQuilt top, which has cooling fibers woven into it right into the surface to help dissipate heat. Combine that with the constant airflow moving throughout the inner spring coil layer, and the whole setup works together to keep you from overheating. It's a significantly cooler sleep experience than many other hybrids in this price range. Edge support is solid too. DreamCloud reinforces the sides with sturdier coils so you can comfortably sit or lie near the edge without feeling like you're going to slide off. And it does add to the usable space, which is especially helpful if 2 people are sharing a smaller size. And for back and side sleepers, the pressure relief is spot on. The foam contours where it needs to around your hips and your shoulders, but the firmer layer underneath keeps your spine aligned. So if you are waking up sore or stiff on your current bed, this can make a real difference. And durability-wise, the mattress holds up well over time. The materials are dense and well made, and with tempered steel coils underneath, it's designed to resist sagging. Add in the lifetime warranty, and it's clear they expect it to stay supportive for the long haul. And if you do want to give DreamCloud a try, then you can check out the affiliate links in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and we might earn a small commission, which helps out the channel. And sometimes we do have special deals that you wouldn't get if you went directly through their website. All right, now when it comes to pricing, DreamCloud lists a higher retail value on their site, usually around $1,900 for a queen, but in reality, it's almost always on sale. The price you actually pay tends to hover around $700 for a queen, and sometimes even lower if there's a promo running. Twin sizes typically drop into the low 400s, and even the larger king or the California king options are usually under $900. So across the board, you're getting a luxury hybrid at a much more mid-ranged price, which is pretty rare, especially with a design that includes memory foam, wrapped coils, and a CloudQuilt top. And on top of that, shipping is free, the trial lasts a full year, and the mattress is backed by a lifetime warranty. That kind of coverage is really unheard of in this price range. Now, they also offer financing through a firm, so if you'd rather split things up into monthly payments, around $60 for a queen, you can do that, often with 0% interest and no credit check, depending on the provider. So whether you're buying outright or breaking it up over time, DreamCloud makes it a lot easier to bring a more premium mattress home without putting too much strain on your budget. So like most modern mattresses brands, DreamCloud uses the bed-in-the-box model, which is a big part of how they keep the price down. Once the mattress is built, it's compressed, vacuum sealed in plastic, and rolled into a surprisingly compact box. For a full 12-inch hybrid, it's actually pretty impressive how small it does get. Shipping is free across the continental US, and most orders show up in just a few business days. Now that said, the box can be very heavy, especially for a queen or a king, so it is definitely easier to handle with 2 people. Setup is very straightforward. You just slide the rolled up mattress onto your bed frame, carefully cut open the outer layer. DreamCloud usually includes a safety cutter, and the whole thing starts to expand right away. It's ready to sleep on within a few minutes, though it might take a day or two to fully just settle in. And like with most new mattresses, there's a bit of that new foam scent at first. It's completely normal and usually fades within 24 to 48 hours as the materials air out. Now, if you've been checking out DreamCloud, you've probably also run into the Safa Classic. They're both pitched as luxury hybrids, but the way they're built and how they feel are actually very different. DreamCloud goes with a true hybrid design. You've got the CloudQuilt on top for that soft contouring comfort, and individually wrapped coils underneath for support and motion control. It's the kind of setup that lets your shoulders and your hips sink in just enough, which is great if you are a back or a side sleeper. Safa, on the other hand, uses a coil-on-coil design, so instead of memory foam, you're mostly sleeping on springs with a thinner pillow top layer up top. The result is a firmer, more responsive feel, less of that hug and more of that classic bounce. You're sleeping more on the mattress than in it. Now, in terms of firmness, DreamCloud keeps it simple with one option that lands around a medium firm, about 6.5 out of 10. It's meant to work well for most people, and for the majority of sleepers, it does. Safa gives you more choices, 3 firmness levels and 2 height options, so if you do want something more personalized, they've got you covered, but that customization also bumps up the price. And that's where the biggest difference is. A queen-size DreamCloud usually sells for around $700, while Safa's luxury firm version is closer to $1,800. That's more than twice as much. Now, Safa does include white glove delivery and old mattress removal, which is convenient, but it's baked into the cost. DreamCloud ships in a box, so setup is do-it-yourself, but if you don't mind unboxing it yourself, the savings are hard to ignore. And when it comes to motion isolation, DreamCloud has the edge. The foam and pocketed coils absorb movement better, so if your partner does shift around at night, you are less likely to notice. Now, Safa's bouncier design transfers a bit more movement, so it's not quite as quiet, though it is still decent overall. And as for cooling, both do a solid job. DreamCloud uses its CloudQuilt top with cooling fibers and breathable individually wrapped coils to keep heat from building up, while Safa leans on airflow through its coil layers. If anything, Safa probably runs a touch cooler, simply because there's less foam up top, but both are good options for hot sleepers, so it really just comes down to what you want. If you're into simplicity and value, DreamCloud gives you something that works for most people at a much lower price. If you're after more customization and you don't mind the higher cost, Safa's a solid pick, but you're definitely paying for those extra features. So if you're looking for a luxury hybrid that gives you that high-end sleep feel without the $2,000 price tag, the DreamCloud Classic Hybrid is definitely worth a closer look. It's great for couples, thanks to its motion isolating design, and it works very well for back and combination sleepers who want that mix of cushioning and support. And if you're after that feel of a hotel bed at home, or you're buying online for the first time and you want a little extra peace of mind, well, this one checks all the right boxes. It might not be ideal, If you're a strict stomach sleeper or someone who needs an ultra soft or the ultra firm feel, but for most people, it lands right in that comfort sweet spot. That wraps up this video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, then please like and subscribe to see more just like this. As I mentioned earlier, check the links below for the best deals available right now. Also, if you are interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Finally, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.